Welcome to our college briefing program. Today, we kick off with Ole Miss making a splash in the college football playoff, despite the absence of their head coach Lane Kiffin. Newly promoted Pete Golding led the team to a commanding 41-10 victory over Tulane, showing resilience and promising a bright future. Fans and players are excited about what's next as Ole Miss prepares for the Sugar Bowl against Georgia. Please continue to enjoy the detailed coverage. Next up, we celebrate Illinois State's impressive journey as they clinch their spot in the FCS championship game after defeating Villanova 30-14. This win ends Villanova's 11-game winning streak and marks Illinois State's return to the final for the first time since 2014. The team's standout players, including Tommy Rittenhouse and Victor Dawson, played crucial roles. It's a historic achievement for the Redbirds, and fans are eager to see them compete against Montana State. Keep watching for more details. Lastly, a remarkable story from the online world, a Reddit user named The Toronto Star vividly recounts the remarkable rise of Pete Golding, who stepped into the spotlight as Ole Miss's head coach amid a whirlwind of chaos following Lane Kiffin's departure. Golding, with a surprisingly buoyant attitude, led the Rebels to a commanding 41-10 victory over Tulane in the college football playoff opener, showcasing his resilience and leadership. The story highlights his swift transition from defensive coordinator to head coach, emphasizing his dedication to stabilizing the team and managing staff changes, including reintegrating key offensive personnel and addressing transfer portal concerns. Golding's calm demeanor and strategic acumen earned him respect from players and peers alike, with praise from fellow coaches who admire his control and motivational prowess, setting the stage for Ole Miss's promising future under his guidance. Meanwhile, the Toronto Star also details Illinois State's impressive football triumph, where Tommy Rittenhouse's precise passing and Victor Dawson's rushing prowess culminated in a 30-14 victory over Villanova, ending the Wildcats' 11-game winning streak. This victory propels Illinois State to face Montana State in the FCS championship, marking a significant milestone for the team, which had stumbled at the season's close but rallied to secure their second shot at a national title. The narrative captures the gritty determination of the Redbirds, with Dawson's relentless ground game and Rittenhouse's clutch passing, illustrating how resilience and strategic execution can turn around a season, culminating in a shot at glory in Nashville. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation's gripping account of Reddit's unexpected role in solving the Brown University shooting case offers a compelling story of community-driven justice. A Reddit user, dubbed Reddit Guy, played a crucial role in identifying the suspect, Claudio Neves Valente, after recognizing him from police images and providing detailed observations that led authorities to connect him to the crime. The story underscores how social media, often criticized for misinformation, can also serve as a powerful tool for real-time investigation and community cooperation. The tipster's insights helped police track Valente's movements through extensive surveillance footage, ultimately leading to his tragic end by suicide and linking him to another murder. This narrative highlights the evolving landscape of criminal investigations, where ordinary citizens, through digital platforms, can significantly impact justice and safety, earning widespread praise for their bravery and civic engagement. The Globe and Mail reports that Australia is mourning the victims of the tragic Bondi Beach shooting, which targeted a Jewish celebration and resulted in 15 lives lost. The nation has responded with a solemn day of reflection, marked by candle lighting and a traditional smoking ceremony at Bondi Pavilion. The community's grief is palpable, with a large memorial growing over the past week, and leaders emphasizing that this attack is not just an assault on the Jewish community but an attack on Australian values of tolerance and unity. The incident has sparked a wave of solidarity, with flags lowered to half-staff and a nationwide call for unity against hate, as Australians grapple with the shock and anger over the attack, and the community's demands for accountability and action against rising anti-Semitism. South China Morning Post details the ongoing controversy surrounding the release of Jeffrey Epstein files, which has become a political flashpoint in the United States. Despite the Biden administration's efforts to comply with a bipartisan law mandating full disclosure, the documents released are heavily redacted, sparking criticism from Republicans and Democrats alike. Critics argue that the limited transparency fuels conspiracy theories and undermines trust in the justice system, especially given Epstein's connections to powerful figures, including former President Bill Clinton and, notably, the absence of full disclosures regarding Donald Trump's ties. The controversy threatens to deepen partisan divides, with some lawmakers considering impeachment and others accusing the Justice Department of deliberately withholding information, further fueling public suspicion of a deep state protecting its own interests amid the scandal's persistence into the upcoming midterm elections. The Toronto Star covers Mississippi's dramatic football victory amid coaching turmoil, where number 6 Ole Miss convincingly defeated number 17 Tulane 41-10 in the college football playoff opener. Despite the absence of head coach Lane Kiffin, who left for LSU, interim coach Pete Golding led the Rebels with confidence, showcasing their offensive firepower through key performances by quarterback Chambliss and running back Lacey. The game was a testament to resilience, with Ole Miss quickly establishing dominance and maintaining control throughout, even as Tulane fought to mount sustained drives. The victory sets up a highly anticipated quarterfinal clash against Georgia, with fans rallying behind the team amid coaching changes and staff uncertainty, illustrating the unpredictable yet thrilling nature of college football's postseason. The Toronto Star captures Dara Gregg's impressive development as a professional hockey player, highlighting her first goal and assist in her sophomore season with the Montreal Victoire. Her goal, scored off a Vancouver turnover early in the second period, marked a significant milestone, reflecting her increased offensive contribution and physical play. Her coach, Corey Chevery, emphasizes Gregg's versatility and evolving game, noting her ability to excel in various situations, from 5-on-5 to penalty kills and late-game scenarios. Team captain Marie-Philip Poulin praises her aggressive edge and growth since last year, while Gregg's personal story reveals a close bond with her NHL brother Ridley, adding a heartfelt dimension to her journey of progress and determination. CBC's report on food insecurity in Toronto paints a stark picture of the ongoing crisis, with over 4.1 million visits to food banks this year and more than 1 in 10 residents relying on such services. Neil Hetherington, CEO of the Daily Bread Food Bank, underscores that while food banks serve an immediate need, they are not a long-term solution. The root causes lie in the lack of affordable housing, income supports, and stable employment. Premier Doug Ford and Minister Michael Parsa acknowledge community efforts and government initiatives aimed at affordability, yet experts like Valerie Tarasuk argue that only targeted, evidence-based policies can address the systemic issues. Hetherington remains hopeful that increased advocacy and community engagement will push for meaningful change, emphasizing that the community's collective voice is vital in tackling this deepening social divide. The Associated Press details Australia's somber day of reflection following the tragic attack on Bondi Beach, where 15 lives were lost during a hate-fueled shooting at a Jewish festival. The nation observes this day with candle lighting, memorials, and a traditional smoking ceremony at Bondi Pavilion, symbolizing unity and resilience. Australian leaders, including Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and community figures, stand in solidarity with the Jewish community, emphasizing that violence and hatred have no place in their society. The incident has sparked widespread grief, with victims' families expressing feelings of betrayal and frustration over perceived government shortcomings in combating anti-Semitism. As flags fly at half-staff and a minute of silence is observed nationwide, Australians reaffirm their commitment to tolerance and the enduring values of their diverse, inclusive society. ABC reports the fascinating story of a century-old orange preserved in a small Australian museum, believed to date back to 1925. This orange, encased in glass and accompanied by a handwritten label, has become a local legend, with the museum's curator Daryl Jones passionately defending its authenticity despite the lack of scientific testing. The orange's origin remains mysterious, linked to a collector named Arthur Jeffrey, who was known for his eclectic collection and penchant for walking barefoot around Agnes Water in the early days of the town. Food preservation expert Elizabeth Prabhawati suggests that such a thick-skinned citrus could indeed dry out and survive for years under the right conditions, adding a plausible layer to the story of this ancient fruit, which has outlasted its owner and continues to be a symbol of resilience and history for the local community. South China Morning Post vividly illustrates the dark side of South Korea's intense celebrity culture, where the fervent devotion of fans can swiftly turn into destructive outrage. Recent incidents saw prominent figures like actor Cho Jin-woong, comedian Park Na-rae, and fellow comedian Cho Sae-ho abruptly retreat from the public eye amid online accusations ranging from juvenile detention records to alleged mistreatment and links to organized crime. These cases exemplify a recurring pattern of rapid online shaming fueled by social media, where reputation can be destroyed within days, often before investigations conclude. The article highlights a deeper societal issue: the high levels of social stress, loneliness, and economic hardship that make the public quick to target celebrities as outlets for their frustrations, revealing a collective struggle with empathy and understanding in a hyper-connected world. South China Morning Post also covers the compelling story of a homeless man, known only as John on Reddit, whose tip led to the identification of a gunman responsible for a deadly shooting near Brown University. The FBI initially offered a $50,000 reward for information, but questions now arise about whether the reward will be paid since the suspect was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Providence Mayor Brett Smiley and Rhode Island authorities advocate for rewarding John's crucial help, emphasizing his role in unraveling the case that had stumped investigators. The story underscores the power of community and digital platforms, where an anonymous tip from a homeless individual became instrumental in solving a violent crime, inspiring widespread admiration and calls for justice to recognize his heroism. The Toronto Star vividly recounts the intense moments during the college football playoff game where Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss sustained a brutal hit while scrambling against Tulane. The collision left him on the ground with a possible concussion, yet he was cleared to return to the game, exemplifying his resilience. His first-half performance was impressive, completing 13 of 16 passes for 167 yards and rushing for a touchdown, but a subsequent injury and a costly fumble by his replacement Austin Simmons thwarted Ole Miss's efforts to extend their lead, illustrating the unpredictable and physically demanding nature of college football. Australian Broadcasting Corporation offers a mesmerizing glimpse into the surreal beauty of salt lakes in Western Australia, describing them as little paint pots of color from the sky. Photographer Scott John McCook captures these lakes, which transform through the seasons from vibrant pinks and reds to deep blues, driven by the unique bacteria and phytoplankton that produce protective pigments like beta-carotene. These lakes, often overlooked by travelers in their cars, reveal their breathtaking hues only upon aerial observation, emphasizing the delicate balance of nature's artistry and the resilience of life, such as brine shrimp and snails, that survive in these extreme saline environments and serve as vital food sources for migratory birds. BBC offers an emotionally charged narrative of Jimmy Lai, the Hong Kong media tycoon and pro-democracy advocate, whose life story embodies the struggle for freedom against authoritarian forces. From his childhood fleeing Mao's China, Lai built a media empire with Apple Daily, championing free speech and democracy, only to face relentless repression under Beijing's tightening grip. His arrest, trial, and imprisonment symbolize the high stakes of Hong Kong's fight for autonomy, with Lai's unwavering faith and dedication shining through even in solitary confinement. His life, marked by daring entrepreneurship and political activism, underscores the profound sacrifices made by those who challenge oppressive regimes, leaving a legacy of resilience and hope amid ongoing turmoil. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Morning sunlight on the street, city whispers soft and sweet, faces mix in daily grind, every story intertwined, cultures blend like colors bright, languages in the silent night, on the table stories told, food and feast upon so bold, people living day by day, in the heart they find their way, sharing moments, voices sing, in this world of everything. Society in rhythms beat, entertainment's fleeting heat, echoes of wars and fears, laughing through our unseen tears, children playing in the park, drawing dreams till after dark, elders speak of days gone by, washing shadows from the sky. society.